Is it the right time to get a real estate license? This is Ron Wojciechowski for the Black Hole of Real Estate. And occasionally I have clients ask me if they should get a real estate license in order to purchase a home or to study the market or, for their own reasons, they just want one. I think the right answer is if you think you're ready, you probably are ready. It's going to take in Florida a 63-hour course. You can take it online. It's kind of open book. It's not super hard. I mean, let's face it, not everybody in real estate is a Rhodes Scholar. There's no offense to anybody. It's a low barrier to entry. 63 hours, and you're done. And then you have to take the state exam, and you have to pass both, and then you get a license. In order to activate it, you have to join a brokerage, sign their paperwork, and then you have to join a real estate board, most likely. And then you're kind of, then you have what you need to go out there and actively sell real estate. You can go on the MLS, you can check out properties, you can get your electronic key to access properties. It opens up a whole world of possibilities for you. And if you're just looking for yourself, for some people, they feel it is well worth it to have that access and that information. So if you're thinking of doing that, super low barrier to entry, easy. Now, other people are investing and they want to really study the data, study the markets, and look at cost per square foot and all these other things. And you can absolutely do that because now you got more access to the data in one area than maybe you could find online through a lot of different research. So that would absolutely make sense if you're looking to do that. Now, if you're looking to do it for a career, okay. I'll just say it out loud. And since nobody ever does it or listens to it or pretty infrequently, this will go in one ear and out the other. But be prepared to work days, nights, and weekends. Be prepared to have real estate conversations with 20 different people every day. So if you're going to work 5 days a week, it's 100 people, right, that you're talking to all during the course of the week about real estate. Not talking to one person 100 times. That doesn't count. And if you're tracking that as a new agent coming in, it probably looks like 100 to 200 phone calls a day. You're probably working either through a database you created or maybe with a team where they have a lot of leads that haven't been called in a while. You got to verify them through do not call, and you got to reintroduce yourself and mention, that maybe they're looking, maybe you're new, whatever your calling card is going to be to them. Your elevator speech, you got 5-10 seconds to make it count on the phone. You have to do that. In the absence of doing that, you're going to do open houses. In my first 100 days, I did at least 2 a day. I did 250 open houses in the first 100 days in business. And you know what? I walked out with like a name every time with a phone number and email. I had 250 contacts really, really fast. Faster than most other agents because of just showing up and doing the work. Now, you can call expired listings. You can do any number of things. You can door knock. Or you know what? You can sit by the phone and hope it rings. That's another thing. But building a fancy and tricky website to try and bring all these leads in and using social media, it's a super long conversion cycle. If you really study that, you'll find out that it's less than 100th of 1% conversion on that. And a timeline to convert, if you're in relationship and talking, could be 6 or 9 months to somebody. But if it's through social media, it could be 18 to 24 months. So you've got to have a strategy for making money in the meantime, which means that some people will have to work a job and part-time the real estate, which again is super hard, but you can do it. So again, should you get a license? Yeah, why not? It seems like everybody has one these days, I don't know, but a lot of people do. So I think that would be a benefit to some people. And if you want to do it full time, it's a whole different topic over here. There's always agents and brokerages, teams that are hiring and mentoring along the way to help you out if you need it. This isn't a recruiting pitch for me. I'm kind of locked in what I'm doing with my team right now. And it's pretty rare that I make a hire. Not that I wouldn't want to grow, but I believe in standards. And if somebody is not willing to come in on the first day and make 100 phone calls at 10 a.m. off the rip until they're done, probably don't want to work with them. And that's no offense to them. It's just they would exhaust me by not doing enough work to get themselves off the ground to make the money they think they want to make. Hope that makes sense. It's probably more work to make a lot of money and a really good future in real estate than most might think. And it's definitely not like on TV. But if you just want a license and have some fun and use it for your own purchases and maybe some of your own sales, it could be a great way to get introduced to the business. And I would encourage you, to think about taking that step. Knowledge is power. Hope that helped you out just a little bit. This is Ron Wojciechowski for the Black Hole of Real Estate.